and help support local organizations. I started my organization when I was 12 years old because I wanted to make a difference. So remember, you're never too young to follow your dreams and make a change. Let's all save our oceans together, one piece of trash at a time.
Want to train like a pro? DGS Ninja has you covered with obstacles designed by top athletes. Kevin Carbone, Matt Bradley, Tom Alberti, and Brett Sims. Whether you're dialing in your technique at the gym or training at home, DGS Ninja equipment is built for performance, durability, and safety. Train with confidence. Train with DGS Ninja. Find obstacles, rigs, mats, and more on dgsninja.com.
Has this ever happened to you? Where's my chalk bag? Ooh, I have a solution for that. Slab chalks! You take the chalk ball, put it in the mesh pocket, zip it up, slap, and get your chalk. Slab chalks are made right here in Springdale, Arkansas at Interform, the small batch manufacturing company. We're helping our community and providing local jobs to minorities and women of diverse backgrounds. I'm Joseph Rao, Ninja Warrior, rock climber, and the CEO of Slap Chalks.
Ocean Needs Everyone is celebrating 5 years of saving the oceans. My name's Enzo, and through Ocean Needs Everyone, I help save the ocean by doing beach cleanups, seal and mangrove plantings, making art about recycled plastic, and making films regarding the ocean's health. How can you help save the oceans at home? Well, even if you don't live near an ocean, trash can end up in there eventually, so cut down on your use of single-use plastics. If you see trash on the roads or beaches, make sure to pick it up. Use less gas-powered vehicles, fish responsibly, and help support local organizations. I started my organization when I was 12 years old because I wanted to make a difference. So remember, you're never too young to follow your dreams and make a change. Let's all save our oceans together, one piece of trash at a time.
Want to train like a pro? DGS Ninja has you covered with obstacles designed by top athletes. Kevin Carbone, Matt Bradley, Tom Alberti, and Brett Sims. Whether you're dialing in your technique at the gym or training at home, DGS Ninja equipment is built for performance, durability, and safety. Train with confidence. Train with DGS Ninja. Find obstacles, rigs, mats, and more on dgsninja.com.
Has this ever happened to you? Where's my chalk bag? Ooh, I have a solution for that. Slab chalks! You take the chalk ball, put it in the mesh pocket, zip it up, slap, and get your chalk. Slab chalks are made right here in Springdale, Arkansas at Interform, the small batch manufacturing company. We're helping our community and providing local jobs to minorities and women of diverse backgrounds. I'm Joseph Rao, Ninja Warrior, rock climber, and the CEO of Slap Chalks.
Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to the World Ninja League Premier Series Season 3 qualifier at Warrior Adventure Lyon in France this weekend. We're out here on the Sunday now. We're going to be starting things out with the amateur division out here for the females and the males. Big shout out to Joseph Fassad out here for designing our courses for this weekend's competition, and we are super excited to be getting on with this competition now on the second day for both the amateurs and the elites that are going to be going on later. My name is Billy Dixon. I am joined alongside Kane Maldon. Kane, we've been at it for basically the entire weekend out here. What we're going to be thinking about and how are we feeling going into the second day of competition out here at Warrior Adventure?
It's certainly going to be interesting. I mean, we've seen the youth divisions, I guess, come about, and we've seen plenty of success. I think we've seen it all, basically. Between buzzers and some heartbreaking falls near the end. So I'm eager to see how the amateurs and later the elites finish this out. But in the meantime, before we get into a single run, why don't we delve into how the format works and how our athletes got here?
All right, let's do it. We have taken the top 25% of all athletes who have competed in the World Championships along with their individual season standings, and those who have gotten in the top 25% have gotten an automatic invitation to the Premier Series. This also goes for a few international people who may not have gone to the World Championships or don't have a season standing based on where they are, and we have taken them individually based on their raw talent and skill, and we have taken them in for Premier Series, which is awesome for the foreign countries. In terms of how this competition is going to go, we've got two courses, the placement course and the challenge course. For placement, if you fall or run out of time, it's over. Simple as that. And for the challenge course, we have 2 retries per athlete, and you can only use a retry once on an obstacle. So that means if you fail an obstacle on the challenge course once and you have a retry available, you are able to retry it again, and if you clear it on your second attempt, you're able to move on with the course, which is awesome. We get to see more course action. In terms of how these courses function, the placement course's purpose is to seed the run order for the challenge course. So if you get first in placement, you're going last on challenge, and the challenge course's purpose is to determine who qualifies for the Premier Series finals, and that is determined by the top 4 athletes in every division for the males and the females. All of them in the top 4 will be getting an automatic invite to the Premier Series finals in November on the 22nd and 23rd for Motus Ninjas' finals right there. We have already had a qualifier from Motus, and we've absolutely loved it. They've done amazing things for the community in the Heartland region, and I'm very excited to be seeing who out of our remaining French divisions are going to be able to qualify for the Premier Series finals. And Kane, we have got 11 amazing amateur athletes out here for the France qualifier out here, and I'm very excited to be seeing how things are. And also, the course is very different from how we saw it yesterday. The France team have been up basically all night, changing the course, getting ready for the amateur and elite division today. How are we feeling about that?
It's definitely interesting. We were talking about yesterday maybe some of these amateur elite athletes watching the day 1 streams to kind of gauge what they were gonna do, and what the designers have done here is kind of throwing our athletes for a loop, because the challenges are completely different. So it's definitely interesting in a lot of ways.
Indeed it is. We can see here we've got 7 obstacles right now for our course right here. It's definitely updated from what it was before, and I am very excited to be seeing how things are going to unfold out here. With our first obstacle being literally named an obstacle course, what does that mean for the rest of the course here if it's just an obstacle course but more? I'm excited to be seeing how it is.
Yeah, I mean, I don't mean to get philosophical, but after the first obstacle, does that mean the other obstacles aren't obstacles, really?
Possibly, but I suppose we're going to be seeing very shortly. We've got the demo runner coming up very shortly just to show us what all of these guys are going to be up against.
Yeah, it gets a little confusing, but we will see what this course has to offer for our amateur athletes. Now, just something to note is that because there is only one amateur female athlete, as a reminder, if there are less than 4 athletes in a division, they have to beat the third obstacle on the challenge course, and Clara, given the circumstances, will be running first on the challenge course no matter what. So it'll be a unique circumstance.
Indeed it will be. I'm looking at the competitor list right now, and I'm noticing a lot of talent from some competitors that I have personally gone up against, particularly two in particular. One is Alexandre Kaleka out here, who's actually going to be running first on the amateur male side of things, and he has absolutely been killing it. He is a Warrior Adventure regular. He's competed in Premier Series before, in the Elite Division no less, but he's taken the step down to go into amateur to maybe give himself an easier time, get back onto skill level whilst he's up there, fighting off a bunch of the best athletes from around the world. He goes to Worlds all the time, and we absolutely love to see it. Another athlete that I'm looking for is Vincent Maurice out here. We just saw him go off the screen to the left there. He's representing the, Premier Series finalist hood jersey that he managed to acquire in 2023. He also was first place in the amateur division at True Function last year for 2024. I remember I was on the podium with him and Julian Silarakis, who isn't on the run order here today. But Vincent Maurice absolutely killed it there and is looking to absolutely put on a clinic here today like we know he can do.
Yeah, no doubt. Now, day 1 of the competition is all said and done. So there are only 2 age groups left to go, as we've said time and time again. It's going to be, for today, the amateur and elite divisions. So the amateur division underway very, very shortly, but I believe at 5:30. That may be a little later, but that's what the schedule says. That's when we will be doing the elite division. Hopefully we can get that schedule up real quick.
Regardless, it's going to be quite the time overall for whoever is going to be running these courses out here today. I'm very excited to be seeing how things go for all of these athletes. 11 amazing amateur athletes from 3 divisions. In the amateur division, we combine the young adult, and masters division. So it's basically everyone above the age of 15 that doesn't go elite for this amateur division, and I'm very excited to be seeing how it plays out, because we've got a bunch of obstacles here for both the placement course and the challenge course, and I'm extremely excited to be seeing how things unfold for our amateurs right here.
Yeah, but while we're at it, we still have a couple more qualifiers to go when we are finished with the qualifier here. So, I mean, we're basically at the halfway mark of the season, give or take. Minus maybe a few qualifiers, I don't know. We've still got a lot more lined up. Here we have September's schedule. The France qualifier will be done by the end of today. Then we're going down to Canada. Fit Set Ninja, home to many, many talented athletes. Canada fosters such strong ninjas. We have Ninja U, courtesy of the Barons. Won't want to miss that one. Life Force Ninja will be an excellent qualifier. I'm sure there's a lot in store from those two. I believe they won the award for Best Course Designers 2 years in a row. Then Dexterity Depot. Then the final month, Billy's home turf, basically, True Function. Then we're going to the Premier Series Finals in Missouri. So that's going to be exciting, Billy, right?
Indeed, it will be. True Function is going to be an amazing qualifier for the start of November, then Premier Series Finals. It's going to be a time and a half. But now it is time for our demo run. We're going to be seeing what these amateurs are going to be up against on our placement course right here, right now. I'm very excited here. 7 obstacles out here. Let's see how it fares.
Yeah, it looks like our demo runner raring up to go. Let's see. It's going to be a fresh course for all to take on. That first obstacle, the obstacle course, I guess you could say. Be careful with the fluffy mat.
Ooh, nice balance obstacle. I'm interested to see how that'll go. That's going to be pretty nice right there. The side shift trapeze is going to be right here with a couple of rings in between for our athletes to be swinging through. Now then, coming up is the pillars. Oh no, the side shift trapeze seems to be this one, where we have a large trapeze lâché out here, a large jump. Nice camera angle as well. I like the fact you can see the course through the plexiglass on some spiders. I like that. The pillars trampoline is nice. And then the zipline gibbon. Yeah, so previously we would have to just stop it after the zipper, but now we have an extra trapeze to be swinging off of, which is going to be exciting to see for our amateurs. And then the swing red bars, what it says on the tin, a couple of around 5-foot lâchés to end things off, which is nice to see. Lovely. That is our placement course for the amateurs.
Oh, and I like that kind of weird tech at the end. You see, it's very rare for the buzzer to kind of be on a bank turn like that. Usually, it's just out in the open. You got to dive for it, basically. So that's a little interesting. There's a lot of interesting kind of doodads all about this placement course. So I can't wait to see our athletes take this one on. I don't think it's insurmountable exactly. I think it's going to come down to how fast they can go, and who's going to be running when, of course.
Indeed so. I'm very excited to be seeing the diversity between the skill level between everyone here, because as it is, it's everyone in the top 25% of athletes within the French region, and of course we've taken them from the 3 divisions consisted in the amateurs, the young adults, the adults, and the masters as well. So seeing them all here together like this is definitely a sight to behold.
Absolutely. We should be getting into that first run pretty soon, but again, I don't think the obstacles themselves are going to be the problem. I think this is going to be more emphasis on kind of keeping the throttle up the whole time, to me.
You make a good point. I think consistency is definitely going to be a main factor. I'm not too sure if for these competitors specifically anything seems too difficult. I think their mental game, though, is going to definitely have to be on point here in order for them to move through the obstacles quickly and not make a small mistake that can lead to them falling and getting subsequently a higher seed or a lower seed even when it comes to the challenge course. But we'll see. We have a lot of talent here. Anything can happen. And we're about to get started with our amateurs.
Yeah, I think what's going to be important for these athletes is to map out some sort of game plan, you would think, from move to move. You know, our athletes thinking from the sidelines, how many swings, when to link, when not to link, if to link. It's so important to think about what you're going to do rather than just making it up on the fly. It's a little tough as well, judging from the sidelines. It's one thing to look from afar, one thing to actually be up there hanging, swinging about. So these athletes definitely got to think about that.
I suppose only time will tell as well. We're going to be getting started very shortly with our first competitor. On the start line, it's going to be Clara Comtet. It's going to be a very exciting time to see what she can do out here as the lone amateur female in her division. When it comes to qualifying for the Motors Finals, she's going to have to make it to the 4th obstacle on the challenge course. But that is something we'll be seeing in due time, as now she's going to be coming up on the placement course to see how she does.
Yeah, Clara, regarding her run here, like I said earlier, because she is the lone wolf here in the amateur female division, it doesn't really matter how this run goes because she's the only one here. So regardless, she is going to be running first, but can just bring it all out here on the table. See how it goes.
Now we can see her moving across the second obstacle right here, the roll on run. And she's made it. Climbing around the truss now, and she's going to be coming on to the Mikados.
Yeah, interesting
Swinging
name.
on through.
Clara making great work. 45 seconds and gotten through half the course. Let's see if she can keep it up, though. These big swings, any extra back swings, I feel like sink your time just a little bit more. Now,
That is typically how it works, but she's through the Pillars trampoline and now the zipline gibbon, and she's through it on the final obstacle now with 20 seconds left. Can she hit these laches in the time allotted? Let's see here. She's going to try and swing out using this momentum here. She's going to lache outward. Very good. With 10 seconds, one more jump needed. And
boom!
She's got the buzzer. Clara getting the first buzzer of the day. There we go.
yeah, that's what I was thinking. Just a comfortable run. Didn't want to rush it or anything. And that's how we're going to begin day 2 of competition with a buzzer. I mean, can't do much better than that.
Absolutely. Setting the foundation for the boys now for what we're going to be seeing on this placement course in particular now. But it looks like here, Alexandre Kaleka, one of the greats when it comes to France. He always competes in Worlds every year. He absolutely loves it. And he loves the international qualities that the WNL has to offer. And here he is on France's own Premier Series qualifier. He's been to True Functions for theirs before, but he's out here to make a statement. Alexandre, very fast, extremely powerful. Let's see if he can put on a clinic on this placement course.
Yeah, well, I mean, you already see his power ranking number 28, which is, I mean, pretty good. Don't sleep on this dude.
With a high power rank, especially here, that definitely has to mean that you have a lot of experience on WNL courses like this, and that's going to help out Alexandre amazingly here. He's got a lot of experience in competition. He's done Premier Series before, and I'm very excited to be seeing how he can do here on both placement and challenge later. And I have no doubt that he's definitely capable of getting one of those higher challenge positions, and he's already nimble enough.
Yeah, quick steps across the fluffy mat as well. Ooh, barely even using it. Ooh.
Nice. Alexandre coming in. Absolutely amazing here. Trying to force his way through everything. You can see here. Not trying to waste any time.
Oh!
Alexandre, what? He tried to link the trapeze and he's down. That is crazy. Alexandre with a gutsy attempt there, but it just couldn't work out for him, sadly. But you could see he was trying so hard to move on through in a fast manner. And look at this again. He just kind of tried to pop through, and one hand got on there, but he just couldn't grab it. Oh, man.
You know what? He came out of the gate swinging, but I think that's just an example of speed kills, so to speak. He was going so aggressively. He was really close to falling on those early obstacles, and it caught up to him on that trapeze. But I have no doubt that he'll have the gusto to take down the challenge course.
It's definitely possible. Alexandre is definitely one of the flashiest French athletes, and I'm excited to see how he's going to do when it comes to challenge. But now we're going to be moving on to Darren Faborg out here on the placement course now, representing Team France, the iconic jersey that we get to see every year at Worlds, getting represented in Premier Series now with France's own qualifier. And let's see how he's going to get through this.
Yeah, hopefully Darren can, you know, get as far as he can. I think that's something our athletes are going to have to balance. Going fast and also getting distance in the course. Because, I mean, it'd be better to finish with a slow time than to not finish at all.
Precisely so. And with that, Darren is off representing the young adult male division now within amateurs, and he's jumping through, trying to get through this as fast as he can. Great balance there from Darren.
Yes,
Jumps straight out to the second of the pistons, and he's shifting on through with 55 left.
Yeah, obviously behind Alexandre, but if he can get through this obstacle, then yes, he will be running later.
40 seconds now for the trampoline jump, and now the zipline Gibbon reaches out to the piston, and now he's down onto the final obstacle now with over 30 seconds left for the red bar. Lachey's out here. Knowing Darren, he should probably have the capability to link here. He set back his hips as if he would. A nice turnaround, Darren. Great buzzer right there. Lovely stuff.
Yeah, had plenty of time left. Was just a comfortable run, I guess. He wasn't going for any big moves, any big skips, but it's a pretty good baseline run that our next few runners are going to have to live up to.
Precisely so. And with that, we're going to be moving on into our final 8 competitors of the amateur male division, starting out with Jean Keller.
Yep, Jean stepping up to the starting blocks. Again, this is going to be interesting. I feel like there's some time to be made up that we could really see be shaved off. Maybe Jean will be up to the task.
It's definitely possible here. We've got Jean Keller coming through on the amateur male side of things. He's competed twice throughout the season, a part of Team France as well. And he's getting ready. Thumbs up to let everyone know he's ready to go. And Jean is going to be coming through on this course.
Yeah, that's what I like to see. Some good energy here. Jean ready to go. And he's off.
Okay, Jean coming in now. Makes it through first obstacle. He's being a bit tentative right here. He's trying to make sure he doesn't take a fall off right now, which is honestly not the worst strategy. He's trying his best to move on through now. How's he going to fare on this log here? You kind of need to move fast if you want to get to the other side and still move through. But yeah, nice. Only a couple steps needed. And Jean making sure he gets the correct swing and reaches out to the piston now as he's going to be swinging along through the pistons and the rings. And with under 40 seconds left, he skips the final ring and comes on through here.
Yeah, I feel like Jean is a little lost in the sauce. On the log there, you saw he was a little confused on where to go. He's maybe a little lost. And with 22 seconds left, he's kind of down on his luck here. Unless he picks up the pace a little bit, he's going to be in trouble.
You can see he's trying to move here. One step to the trampolines. He can at least get to the final obstacle within this time frame.
Oh, no.
But he is a bit hung up, though. He's going to utilize the second piston and swing on down. And he's made it to the final obstacle, but Jean is going to run out of time before he can attempt the red links. Great stuff there from Jean. Puts himself into the provisional second.
Yeah, I mean, making it to the final obstacle at the very least, so not an awful showing, if I do say so myself.
Righty-ho, and with that, we are now moving on to our next competitor on the run order. It's going to be Samuel Vossier out here. He's competed 3 times throughout the competitions within the 10th season of the World Ninja League, and he's ready to get on with this placement course for the Warrior Adventure Qualifier here for Premier Series.
Yeah, we can see him at the bottom of the screen there. Samuel. Let's see, psyching himself up. Hopefully he can get through this course a little faster. I think that first place spot, nothing against Darren, but I think it's going to drop.
Here he goes, Samuel, moving along through here now. Taking a jump up to the log. Just under a minute now as he's made his way over to the truss. Takes the jump around. He's going to take a jump here to the second piston and possibly skip the final piston. Yeah, there we go. 45 seconds left as he's now taking on the trapeze jumps here. Going to build up momentum. A massive swing here. Going to take another, actually, and here he goes.
There it is. Sam eyeing up that dismount. There it is. The trampolines, I don't think, will pose any sort of threats. Nice big one-footed stride. And Sam toe-to-toe with the final obstacle here, but he is a little bit behind Darren's pace, so I don't think first place will be in his foreseeable future.
I think it could, honestly. Here we go. 13 seconds left as he grabs the bar. And Samuel almost there. Nice. Oh, wait, I was misjudging it. I thought my maths was wrong. It's early morning for me here, guys. But regardless, Sam, another clear. Second place right now. Definitely has the opportunity to keep that placement as well, due to how demanding this placement course can really be.
Yeah, but not a bad run. I mean, a buzzer is a buzzer, and that'll give him some leeway, given the challenge course. As we move on to Matisse Sotocasa. So, yeah, we are down to our, well, I guess our final 6. So we'll be at the halfway point after this run.
Indeed, we will. Now then, Matisse Sotocasa out here coming out of Urban Corp. Right here is representing a shirt from Worlds this year. Here he goes. Very good. Turning around on the truss. And he is being very explosive out here on this placement course so far. We can see him moving very quickly. We're just under 50 seconds now. He's going to be moving through. Come on.
Yeah, you know what, Billy? This is the pace
Nice
that I was
link.
hoping to see!
Holy, okay. There we go. Matisse hit a
Oh.
link on a trapeze, which is something we don't typically see. But he's still moving through incredibly well right now.
Yeah, 6 seconds in the lead. The platform almost failed him. But Matisse links out of the course. Boom!
That's
there's
what
that
we're
buzzer.
talking about. Sub 43 on this course right now. 42.11 for Matisse. Lovely stuff.
That was incredible. Yeah, I was hoping to see a pace like that. The separation between our finishers is a power of 10, basically. Take a look at the save. The platform almost taking him down.
Lovely stuff. Absolutely great to see another buzzer from Matisse out there. 42. That could be our fastest time, possibly. It depends if our final 5 athletes here for the amateur male division are able to attest to that time. And it's definitely possible. And we're going to be starting out with our first out of the 5, Serge Solo.
Serge Solal stepping up to home plate. Let's see. Stretching out.
It looks like he's also repping a shirt from one of the more recent seasons of France's Ninja Show as well. The iconic red that we see on our screens maybe a couple times a year. But now Sergey coming through now. Here he goes.
Yeah, you know, it's a great show. Been one of the longest running Ninja TV shows. Will stumble. Hopefully can look a little cleaner on the log. Oh!
Whoa!
I almost jinxed it, Billy.
Sergey coming in now without a problem here on the Pistons. Gonna try.
he skipped the
Oh no!
platform.
What happened there?
He skipped the platform. Yeah.
Oh right, you have to go to the truss at least. It looks like.
Yeah, you see that
Unfortunate there. That's gonna be it for Sergey.
that red booster block there? I think is the start-finish platform for obstacle 2 and 3. I think due to the close proximity of the platforms, you can't skip platforms.
Seemingly. But now we see Sergey coming in, swinging back and forth. He's going to be giving the rest of the course a go here with the time he's got left. Taking a very massive swing here. Going to take a lot of hip power to get up onto that trapeze, and he gets it. Now sets himself up for that diagonal dismount.
Oh, now he's swinging kind of in a 360. This isn't where you want to be.
Trying his best to reorientate himself. Yeah, it's not working for him, it seems.
Oh, that's brutal. Trying to find it.
Yeah, there he goes. He's trying to reel himself in now. So, yeah, coming in, and he gets that dismount, but that is going to be it. It looks like he tips it. That was quite a big fall there.
Yeah, maybe someone should weigh down that platform or something. Seems very apt to rotation. But yeah, that would do it for his run. Now, here's someone I'm really excited to see. Vincent Maurice won, what was it, the amateur division at True Function last year?
He won the amateur division at True Function last year, and he also won the teens division at True Function in 2023, and he's competed in finals before at Ferox 2 years ago. And we're going to be seeing how Vincent is going to be able to perform on his home turf out here in a French competition. He's representing the shirt he was able to get in 2023 for qualifying at True Function in the teens division, but now his second year in amateurs. Let's see how he fares.
Yeah, Vincent, if that's how he was performing at True Function, then I'm a little nervous for what he's about to do here. You can see it. Yeah, the True Function shirt.
Here he goes now. Vincent Maurice, great friend of mine. He's able to move on through courses extremely fast and a very strong ninja to boot as well. A placement course is definitely up his alley. In the past 2 years, he has gotten full clears on placement courses in qualifiers. And I'm hoping that this year is going to be no different. He is representing True Function. Oh, what? Hold up. He's fine. He's fine. He's fine. Vincent Maurice saving himself miraculously there.
Yeah, fell down to his knees on that log. Dangerous position, but sprinting across. Let's see, getting a big run up and goes for the leg!
There we go. Vincent linking that bread and butter right there. Vincent Maurice coming through. Going to take a pullback on the piston and now get to the final obstacle with the fastest time so far as he's climbing up the truss, setting himself up for some links, popping on through, and Vincent Maurice with the fastest time so far, 40.23.
I think we just saw a murder of the placement course. Even with that stumble, was able to take the top time. Look at this link. He linked it all in one continuous sweep. That's just incredible.
It's crazy. We see Vincent every year just progress and progress through, and he's amounted to one of the best ninjas in the game right here. He got his first stage 1 clear at Worlds as well this year, and I was so happy to be seeing it. Oh my, it was great. I loved it. And I absolutely loved that placement course run as well from Vincent. First place so far, and now our final 3 competitors now coming into our placement course. Emilian Arpentier.
Pardon our French.
All right, we can see him on the start line, getting ready to go, trying to lock in mentally and physically too. Getting ready to go, and he's off on placement.
Yep. A little slow out of the gate. I mean, I guess we're just comparing it to Vincent, which is a little unfair here for Emilian.
Even then, Emilian is taking a slower but a steady approach if he just wants to get through the obstacles. This is an okay pace to be at, especially in an area where it's mostly comprised of foam mats that are easy to bounce off of. But now I think he can save up a bit of time if he swings with a good strategy here. And it looks like he's going to take the final piston here, which is fine. The time is ticking now. He's getting to around the halfway point with halfway through his time now. But a lot of swings and time can be taken up on these trapezes.
Oh, that backswing's not really going to help his case. But, oh no. Yeah, he's going to have to pick up the pace, really, if he wants to get through this. But still, maybe he's just going for distance. We don't... No!
Oh! I think he whiffed the ring on the zipper right there, and that's what's going to ultimately do Emilian in right there. Super unfortunate. It looked like he was trying to gain a bit of ground there as well, but he just whiffed it.
Yeah, almost kind of swiped it out. Yeah, see? It just rejected his hands. And with that, we are down to our final 2 athletes. That's pretty exciting. We're almost done with the placement course.
All right, next up is going to be the sibling of Vincent Maurice. We have Laurent Maurice as well. Definitely someone climbing up in the rankings of the young adult division as well. And I'm very excited to see how Laurent can do. And then afterward, we're going to be ending our placement courses for the amateur division with Hervé Falborg, who's going to be running out last here, age 41. So Hervé is going to be coming out of the Masters division, actually, age 41 out here, but he's competed a lot throughout the season. He's got the experience in the Masters division now for Worlds and Championship level competitions, and this is going to be no different.
Yeah, These placement courses always go so fast, man. Regarding the runs that we've seen so far, it's just impressive how fast our athletes have been going, getting faster and faster. But let's see if Laurent can have it his way on the placement course. Oh,
right then, here we go. Ooh, a bit of a stumble there from Laurent, but he's going to be moving. Oh, my goodness me. Both the Maurices having a stumble.
Yeah, like brother. Laurent is going through here, skipping the rest of the holds. Wow, some big moves. But I don't think he's quite on pace to get the fastest time, if that's his concern. Nice little link out, though.
You can see here, Laurent reminds me of a younger Vincent in a way. This is exactly how he would move a couple years ago. And Laurent, even though he's 19 years old, maybe older than Vincent, but he's still moving through. Look at that, a buzzer hit from Laurent Maurice in 3rd place.
44.66. It's getting really close between our athletes on the leaderboard, I've noticed. Like, look at the separation.
Crazy.
It's only about 2 seconds, give or take. And that's just the kind of narrow margins that we've come to expect out of placement courses these days.
Indeed, so we can see our top 4 comprised of clears so far. Top 5 even, with Vincent, Matisse, Laurent, Darren, and Samuel. And we're going to be seeing if we can make it 6 clears here with Hervé Faulborg, who's going to be our final competitor here on the placement course. Coming out of the Masters division, one of the older athletes at age 41, but he's still representing Team France on our Premier Series courses right here.
Yeah, you know, something to note, power rank 41 at age 41.
Very true, actually. Equal in that. Let's see if he can equalize everything and make it 6 clears now on the placement course. We're going to be seeing now.
Yeah, let's see here. I think Hervé is about to put up a strong run if the remainder of this division is anything to go off of. Really, some incredibly strong athletes. Hervé, no exception.
Hervé getting ready, and he's off and running now. He has a minute 15 on the clock to make sure he's got everything moving forward. Ooh, okay. Hervé coming in now. Going to be shifting along that log. Nice, onto the platform here. Jumps out straight to the second piston. He's locking off quite a bit. He's got strength.
Yeah, not bad at all. About a minute left to this point. It's pretty brisk pace, I would say. Ooh!
Nice jump up there. A bit careful, but Hervé is going to be coming in under 50 seconds now on both the trampolines. And he's shifting along through, getting the backswing necessary. Come on now, dude. Nice. And now he's coming in to the trapezes now. Here he moves.
Yep, 30 seconds. Plenty of time, so I guess it all just comes down to whether he can make these moves. And he's probably done plenty of lâchés in this season alone.
No! The final jump from Hervé. He's going to go down.
Oh, man.
Oh, my.
I feel so bad for saying that. Don't call it commentator's curse.
I'm going to call it commentator's curse. Oh, but wow, Hervé, you could see him. He was moving very efficiently, and he had time left as he was moving through, but he just couldn't get his fingers there. His fingertips were on it, but he couldn't dig them over the bar hard enough, and that's going to put him in 6th place.
Still, though, the fastest non-finisher, so not too bad.
Very true. That's going to put him in the middle of the pack, though. He's got a fair amount of people to watch before he goes up. But regardless, that is going to be the amateur male division for the amazing placement course that we've just seen unfold. Vincent Maurice taking the top time nearly with a sub 40. That might be the goal for the elites, getting a sub 40. I'm going to be excited to see that. But yeah, lovely stuff. Absolutely great to see so many amazing athletes take on this course in the amateur division. So many, a lot of variation within ages. We could see Clara up there having the only female amateur placement course run, and so she's going to be running in the challenge course very soon. But Kane, there we go. Lovely stuff from the placement course. How are we feeling moving into challenge very shortly?
Yeah, that was really exciting. It's the kind of talent that we're going to see in the challenge course. And if that's anything to go off of, I think the challenge course might be in trouble, especially with Vincent Maurice there. Put on an absolute clinic of a show in the placement course. So look out, guys. It's going to be crazy.
It's going to be an amazing time, isn't it? I'm very excited. It can be really anyone's game, a challenge course. Definitely made up of attributes that you may not see on ninja courses anywhere else, but we are excited to be seeing it unfold for an amazing team of amateurs. So now, with Billy Dixon and Kane Moulding, we will see you guys momentarily for the challenge course.
Ocean Needs Everyone is celebrating 5 years of saving the oceans. My name's Enzo, and through Ocean Needs Everyone, I help save the ocean by doing beach cleanups, CO and mangrove plantings, making art about recycled plastic, and making films regarding the ocean's health. How can you help save the oceans at home? Well, even if you don't live near an ocean, trash can end up in there eventually, so cut down on your use of single-use plastics. If you see trash on the roads or beaches, make sure to pick it up. Use less gas-powered vehicles, fish responsibly, and help support local organizations. I started my organization when I was 12 years old because I wanted to make a difference. So remember, you're never too young to follow your dreams and make a change. Let's all save our oceans together, one piece of trash at a time.
Want to train like a pro? DGS Ninja has you covered with obstacles designed by top athletes. Kevin Carbone, Matt Bradley, Tom Alberti, and Brett Sims. Whether you're dialing in your technique at the gym or training at home, DGS Ninja equipment is built for performance, durability, and safety. Train with confidence. Train with DGS Ninja. Find obstacles, rigs, mats, and more on dgsninja.com.
Has this ever happened to you? Where's my truck bag? Ooh, I have a solution for that. Slab chalks! You take the chalk ball, put it in the mesh pocket, zip it up, slap, and get your chalk. Slab trucks are made right here in Springdale, Arkansas at Interform, the small batch manufacturing company. We're helping our community and providing local jobs to minorities and women of diverse backgrounds. I'm Joseph Rao, Ninja Warrior, rock climber, and the CEO of Slap Chalks.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Premier Series qualifier out here at Warrior Adventure in Lyon, France. My name is Billy Dixon. I am joined alongside Kane Malden here today, and we just wrapped up our incredible amateur placement course earlier, and now we're going to be getting into the challenge course with the run order determined from said placement course, and I'm excited to see what we're going to get. The course has been updated heavily since yesterday, and we're going to be seeing what can happen with all 11 of our amateurs right here. Kane, what are we thinking?
Yeah, that's right. We've had 11 athletes come and go on the placement course, so I mean, now it's time to see how they go toe-to-toe with the new elements. Again, something to note is that the courses have been changed quite drastically compared to yesterday, where maybe for those watching at home expecting it to be a lot like the youth divisions, well, they're sorely mistaken. More on that when we get into the demo run, but this is going to be exciting. An exciting challenge course. We saw some intense talent.
Indeed, we did, and that talent is going to continue to impress us on this challenge course. We're going to have Clara Comtet come through here as our only amateur female runner. So what she's going to have to do in order to qualify for our Motus finals in November is get to the 4th obstacle and clear the 3rd in order to get a spot in the Premier Series finals. And out of the other males on the run order right here, the top 4 of these guys, the top 4 placements on the challenge course is going to ultimately determine their qualifying position for the Premier Series finals in November. And I'm excited to be seeing who can get through it. Kane, is there anyone that sticks out to who can possibly get a clear or qualify?
I mean, obviously the 5 people who were able to finish the course, you can see them, the bottom 5 on your screen there. Vincent Maurice is definitely the favorite to win it all, considering what he put up in the placement course was an absolute tear throughout. So I'm a little bit scared, but not for him.
Precisely so. Vincent, I've competed against him before. He is an absolute unit on these courses, particularly in Premier Series. He's been taking the WNL by storm in the young adult division. He's been doing absolutely crazy work when it comes to WNL and the courses that we have in between everything here. We also have his older brother out here, Laurent Maurice. Vincent is 16 for the season. Laurent is 19. And Laurent put up the 3rd fastest time on the course, by the way. Absolute legend. He's been doing so many competitions throughout the years whilst France has had the WNL scene, and we've absolutely loved it. Not to mention, we've also got another favorite here to get through today. That being Alexandre Kaleka. He is a regular when it comes to this gym, Warrior Adventure, and he's also an incredible athlete in his own right. He's very powerful, very fast as well, but he had a slip-up around halfway through the placement course, which ultimately has caused him to go 3rd here in the amateur division when we get through to it. So it's going to be an exciting time to see what Alexandre can do. I have faith that he can get very far.
Yeah, definitely. Now, for one of these athletes, advancement is, I don't want to say guaranteed, but very, very likely. Clara, all she has to do is beat the 3rd obstacle to qualify for the Premier Series finals. So as long as she stays focused, should be pretty easy for her.
Possibly. It's definitely excuse me, it's definitely something that can happen. More often than not, anyone that is in a division with less than 4 people, or 4 to be exact, are able to come on through and make sure they get enough obstacles cleared in order to move on to the Premier Series finals over in November. Clara definitely being one of the people that fits those credentials, and I have faith that she can get through it in an incredible manner. But regardless, there is a lot of competition for the amateur male division. It can really be anyone's game here. But this is not the only bit of competition we're getting for the day here. we've got the amateur divisions that we're going through right now, but then the elites are going to be coming up after this. And I'm very excited to see what talent we're going to be able to get throughout this gym later on after this division is wrapped up. And we also have a lot more competitions to be going through within the season as well. We're over halfway through the season now. Next week, we're heading over to Canada, another international competition from Fitset Ninja on the 27th and 28th of September, which is lovely to see. And then in October, we have 3 more competitions. Ninja U in Iowa, run by the Barron family on the 4th and 5th. 2 weeks after that, we head over to Life Force Ninja in Bellingham, Washington, which I'm very excited about. They have won Best Course Designer for Jaden and Becca, who run Life Force for 2023 and 2024, which I'm happy to see. And then Dexterity Depot is going to be a week after that in Camp Hill, Pennsylvania on the 26th and 27th. I'm hyped for that one. And then November comes around. True Function Ninja Training Ground in Swindon in the UK is going to be the next competition that goes on there. And the last competition, actually, before we head over to the Premier Series Finals on the 22nd and 23rd of November for Motus Ninjas' Finals in Lee Summit, Missouri. I'm very excited to see what international talent that we're getting in France here this weekend are going to be able to qualify, and I am super excited to see what the final result is going to be for today's competition for both the amateurs and the elites later on.
Yep. Now, we should be taking it down to a demo run, at least in a little bit. I don't know. There's a lot at play here because there are 10 athletes and only 4 will be advancing, at least in the amateur male division.
Indeed, there will be. Regardless, I'm very excited to be seeing things how they unfold. We have an updated course as well compared to yesterday's youth divisions, and I'm excited to see how it's going to go for all of these guys out here in the amateurs right here. Obviously, we have some incredible athletes that cleared, obviously, on the run order. If you go from Samuel Vaussier over to Vincent Maurice, then all of those guys are the ones who hit the buzzers and cleared. The ones before them, not so much. They basically, some of them got to the final obstacle, specifically Hervé and Jean on the 4th and 5th area. And then Emilian was able to make it to the zipper, the zipline gibbon, before accidentally whiffing the ring going down. Alexandre, of course, a bit of a missed grab when he tried to link the trapezes. Then Sergey, unfortunately, came undone on the first obstacle, falling off. And no, actually, he didn't fall off. He skipped one of the holds that he was supposed to go for. And sadly, that's led him in the first position. But he can definitely put on a clinic. Of course, he can definitely come on through and give us shock upset and show us what he's all about. And I'm excited to see how that's going to go.
Definitely. I feel like the gap between competitors in terms of skill is super tiny. It's super interesting to see these competitors going toe-to-toe in that regard because it could really go any which way.
Indeed it can. But now then, it seems like that we are going to be gearing up to go for our demo run right here. Here is our obstacle list. Just needs to be a bit, just needs to be scaled down a bit so we can see how many. I believe it's still 12 obstacles that Warrior Adventure is going to have on the challenge course right here today. But I'm excited to see it nonetheless and how it's updated and what these amateurs are going to be faced up against.
Yeah, what we saw yesterday is that the challenge course was a really long marathon of a course, and I feel like that energy will be continued in this second day of competition.
Our demo runner will be coming through shortly, and I'm very excited to be seeing what the result is going to be when we come through over to when we actually run these courses. Around this time as well, a bunch of athletes are probably going to be looking at the demo, and they will have looked through the course with their walkthrough, and now they're going to be seeing the course in action, and the mental game that they must have must be very reliant and thought through in order for them to get a successful outcome. Because you can't just go into a long placement course like this and not have a plan. Having a plan is essential to a longer course like this. And here we go, 12 obstacles on our challenge course here today, and they are a doozy. We're going to be seeing them in action in just a moment here, but I'm excited to be seeing how things are going to go.
Definitely. It's just the names. Kind of daunting just from an initial glance. Here we go. Oh, Dror Schwinger was one of the athletes that qualified yesterday. The, what was it, 2024 Israeli Burnout Champion? So, yeah.
Right, what a great way to be demoing as well, seeing someone with a lot of credentials out here giving us an awesome demonstration on what this course is going to be like. I'm excited. Here we go.
Oh, maybe. Possibly?
Just setting up a couple of last things here so we can make sure our course is ready.
Yeah, I think that's important. You know, when we're setting up the streams for the first time, we got to make sure it's perfect before we get our runners straight into the action.
We can see that just adjusting a couple of the obstacles here, but I'm interested to be seeing what obstacles that we saw yesterday are going to carry over and how they're going to be ordered differently possibly, as well as how they just function overall and how fast they can do them, because you never know, when it gets to the lower half of the run order, we're going to be seeing possibly a couple people, if they really want that qualifying spot, we're going to see a couple people get through and maybe race to a certain obstacle or maybe the buzzer, but only time will tell.
Yeah, you know, there's a saying, dates back generations. Every course is a speed course.
Absolutely. But here we go. We're looking through our demo right now. The swing to trapeze. Pretty straightforward. A couple of rings and then a trapeze. Jumping down to that red platform diagonally as well. The hook and ring out here. Maybe some sky hook action. Ooh, nice. You just got to hook it in and slide down. Nice. Okay. And then the rolls. Let's see what the rolls have to entail.
I saw that earlier. You got to get onto that moon, and then you got to make a catch onto that PVC. Make sure you get the cross grip as well. Then one more moon, and you're out. You take the moon, so to speak.
All right. Okay, let's see. Climbing plate to plexiglass. We have got a small rock climbing wall out here, and then we head over to the plexiglass. It's used as an unstable bridge, kind of, but because it is strapped on with 4 on each corner, you can kind of just traverse it on the side. And then we head over to the elastic ring and plexiglass here, where you kind of need to swing around it, possibly. Yeah, okay. Interesting dismount there. But now the swing elastic is going to be next. Just taking a back swing when needed and then pulling on through. Lovely. And now then we take a bit of a time to regroup ourselves as we now move into the grip cylinder swing. A couple of cone holds, it looks like, and your arms are going to be burning up to this point, and I'm excited to see how everyone here is going to be able to do and conserve their energy throughout this course as we now move into the shock trapeze. Let's see what this has to entail.
A little cameo from the buzzer there, from the placement course, but we've still got a long way to go. Let's see here. Getting a lot of swing. You know, swinging hard like this deep into the course is going to be... Oh, that's a big catch.
That's a lâché and a half right there. We got to hang the trapeze right there. Or maybe that was the shock trapeze. It was one of the two.
Yeah, I think it was shock, because the last obstacle was the grip cylinder swing.
Yes, true. Thank you. Right then, as we now move on to a couple of iron grip holds right here with hang the trapeze.
Interesting.
Taking some swings here. We got to gather up for quite a large dismount. No, it's going to be a piston that we swing onto. We've got a lot of pistons in both of these courses here. Now we're going to be having a look at the flying bar elastic. Nice little peace sign there on the camera. Love to see it.
Yeah, photobomb.
Now we're going to be moving along to the flying bar elastic here. Let's see what this has to entail. We start out with a flying bar move, which we have here. And now second. Oh, okay. So it looks like we go from the flying. It seems like just to be flying bars, but I'm not too sure where the elastic comes in here.
Yeah, these are very interesting names. Very literal orators. All right, let's try that one again. Oh. Oh. Hold on, I think. Huh.
Okay, right, and then we come into the jump stabilized bar. We haven't seen this like black dark area utilized in competition yet, but we jump stabilize over there, and then the double ropes. Oh, I see what we're doing here. It's a rope climb to end things off. I'm a fan of this here. We can use 2 ropes if we really want to, but I think it might be okay. Interesting technique.
You gotta
With 2 ropes, there is a lot more room for strategy and opportunity here, but regardless, we hit the bell at the top to signify that the run is over. I like that ending, honestly.
No, that's... You have to switch ropes. You see, there was like a line of tape on those ropes. You cannot grab the rope, the first rope above that, and you cannot grab the other rope below it. So you have to do a switch over mid-climb.
Right, that makes sense.
So yeah, that's the challenge course, guys.
I'm a fan of it. I'm actually a very big fan of this challenge course right now. It's definitely a lot more difficult than yesterday, I want to say. But I'm very excited to see how this works out.
I mean, the elephant in the room, I don't know, there's a lot to take in. Obviously, those huge laches on the shock trapeze, the flying bar, and then those final 2 obstacles are just going to be exhausting, I can already tell.
It will be quite the ride there for our amateurs. Definitely not the easiest course right there. It's very long, very taxing. But we're going to be seeing how everything makes the outcome what it's going to be, really. It can be anyone's game, obviously. And France out here definitely, they're all very consistent in terms of their skill sets. They're eager to improve. They're very passionate about the sport of ninja in the country. But only time will tell as we see who is going to be the next competition winner out here for amateurs.
Yeah, this is just, it's going to be a course that asks a lot of our athletes. But I think they're up to the task, if I'm going to be honest. I feel like there's going to be at least one buzzer. I would be very shocked if that weren't the case.
Right. There's definitely possibilities for a buzzer. But there is also a lot of possibility for failure as well. You cannot overlook anything here. You got to have a solid plan going into a challenge course like this. Obviously, definitely one of the easier courses to maybe forget where you go from in certain areas, because it's quite a long course, quite a big gym as well. Some seconds might be lost if you can't remember where to go, if you haven't thought out a plan. So we're going to be seeing what our competitors can do in order to move through this course efficiently and with strategy in tow.
That's correct. Hopefully we can get into our first run relatively soon. Clara, I'm sure, very eager to get her run underway. Again, I think this might be a done deal for at least one of our athletes. Can squeeze into the Premier Series finals one way or another.
We can see here all of our athletes that are going to be gearing up, and our first runner is going to be ready. Clara Comtet is going to be coming through as our first runner on this challenge course here, setting the standard for what's to come.
Yeah, definitely. again, with one runner on this course, or, well, it was on the placement course, really. She was always going to run first. But, again, with a buzzer on the placement course, she's shown great prowess. And hopefully, well, I think she's going to get through the first 3 obstacles. I don't think that's going to be an issue. But more so, I wonder how far she's going to get into the course itself. Because this is a long one. That's for sure.
It is definitely a long one. People are going to be struggling with how things go, but I'm very excited to be seeing how things unfold for our amateurs out here today. Things are going to be challenging. It's going to be a tough one, but our athletes here down in France are definitely going to be able to put on a show here. And we can see Clara on the start line now, setting out her plan, making sure she's all ready to go.
Yep, Clara stepping up to the start platform. Let's see. Again, I think it's a little daunting being the first run, especially when there's not much you can do to change that. But
right, here we go. Clara has seen the demo run. She knows what she's up against. She just needs to make sure she has everything ready to go. We can see Alexandre Kaleka on the side, chalking her on her sidelines. He's going to be running in a couple of runs earlier on in the roster here. You can see Clara getting ready to go. And we're off and ready. The countdown is on. And with 4 minutes on the clock, Clara is off and trying to gear up momentum for these diagonal swings.
Swinging about here. It's a little awkward as the first obstacle. A little strange start, but regardless, yeah, she's got to hook that ring into the little eye bolt there and swing on down using the slack line.
She's coming along through now, 3 minutes and a half as she's coming through to the rolls right here. We start out with this half moon right here. She's got to straighten out her swing and make sure she gets the PVC pipe hold. And she gets it. Very good. You can see there letting out an exhale. It was a tough one for her there. And she gets the grab. She just needs to dismount. And then Clara is moving on to the Premier Series finals. But she still has 8 obstacles to go on this course.
Yeah, going about these climbing boards, Clara, definitely one of the stronger athletes in her age division. Oh, couldn't trust that hand. And she's going to take a retry there. A little unexpected.
Yeah, very unexpected. The first of 2 retries that she has available here. She's used up 1 minute and 5 seconds now. So she's going to have to try and recoup herself and get ready to go on this rock wall here. Just making sure. You can see Alexandre on the sideline trying to control how she's going to make things work here. She needs to make it on this try if she wants to go through the rest of this course.
All right, let's see. Second try, in fact, the charm. Gets onto that board. Okay, doing better. And with that, she will be making her way to safety. Clara is there now on to the elastic ring there. You see kind of drops down when weight is put onto it.
Here we go, Clara. Nice. On the like the rappel back up on that bungee, she grabbed onto the board as it was getting height again. But now here's the dodgy part. You need to kind of dismount and throw the plexiglass to the side and utilize the truss too in order to get down. It's a very difficult, sketchy dismount, but Clara makes mincemeat of it. But now half of her time has gone as she's on the halfway point of this course. And she's going to take another try at it here.
Ooh, this is going to be a little tough. Yeah, half her time at the 6th obstacle, so not too bad of a pace, but she's got to keep it moving. Doesn't get any easier.
From Clara so far. 1 minute 40 left as she's now moving into the grip cylinder swing.
Taking a lot of time to catch her breath. Clara is moving across these cones. I feel like they're a little more vertically inclined than most cones we've come to see. But anywho, on to the shock trapeze. Gotta lower herself into the lache to the throwback.
Here we go. Over a minute now. She needs to properly gauge it, but she was just a bit too far away for her hands to grip onto the first part of that throwback there. So now with a minute left, she's got no retries. So she's got to really channel in all her energy that she has in order to get that grab.
All right, yeah, that's a pretty far gap. I don't think the demo run truly did it justice. She made it look really easy, but Clara, she's got to remain perfect here on out.
You can see her trying to gear up in every single way that she can. She's trying to gear over and up. Maybe on this front swing, she'll go for it. And she had it, but she slips out, and Clara's down.
Oh man, Clara. She had both her hands on it too, just couldn't hold on. But I don't think she can be too upset with that run. She's going to the Premier Series finals. Yeah, I think I noticed what went wrong there.
You can see here, redeemed herself on the climbing plate to plexiglass, but then it was just the shock trapeze that shocked her and us, really, as she really tried to gauge her swing, but just couldn't get it all the way through, sadly. And that is going to be it for our amateur female division. And now we're going to be heading over to the males now. Clara has now set the standard of what's to come for the amateur males, and we're now going to be coming on to one of the French TV show competitors out here, Sergei Solal.
Yeah, definitely going to be an interesting run. We didn't quite get to see what he had to offer, so we're going to see his true talents on display. Let's see what he has to offer. Maybe he can show us something great and snag one of the spots some way, somehow.
Sergei is really going to have to channel in everything here to set off the amateur male division. He's going to try his best to get on the higher end to maybe qualify for the Motus Finals, but this is one of the hardest positions to be in the Premier Series. When you go through it and you don't have the best run on placement and you're the first person to run the course, everyone knows what they need to beat if they want to get a higher position. So you got to kind of go through the best of your ability. And he's actually got a different shirt on this time, a Surge with the Superman S. I like that.
Yeah, but despite that, I'm pretty sure it is in fact possible to bring it back, to get a slot, even if you fall early on the placement course. That's something you've had to deal with, Billy.
True, very much so. I know how Sergei must be feeling right now. He's going to try his best to channel everything he has to make the dynamic movements needed to pull on through these obstacles. And Sergei's going to be coming through now, having a bit of trouble diagonally lacheing off, but he's got it this time. Nice. 3:40. It is now coming into the hook and ring. Hooks that ring onto the track, and he's fine. Now then coming through onto the rolls here. He's got to take on the moons and the PVCs.
I think he's a little lost here where to go. Hopefully he can
try and jump up to the moon, which he gets.
You can't grab up there, can you? Oh,
It
I guess
seems like he's able to. It makes it harder for him, kind of, but because the hand, yeah, there we go. He's moved down to the handles there. But now just over 3 minutes left.
Whoa!
Ooh, you cannot static a PVC like that, dude. You need to go with both hands. You could match it if you're really quick again, but even so, it's going to be difficult. He's got it, though. Very good from Sergei. Just needs to lache over to the second moon now.
Oh, got his game face on. He grabs up
there
top.
There we go. And Sergei going to be coming in 2:40 even, as he now needs to move on to the climbing plate and plexiglass.
Yeah, I feel like he's been a little kerfuffled on where to go, though, and gonna use that truss to get up to where he needs to be. The climbing wall. Okay, let's see.
2 minutes now as he's coming through onto the climbing plate. He's utilizing the backhand technique, which is cool. Just turning himself around accordingly. Now needs to come on through to that little piston there, the little cylinder hold, and now utilize these unstable bridges in a certain way here. He could go on one side or utilize both hands on either side of the bridge, but he's spinning out and trying to get his sense of direction back.
Ooh, okay. Well, he's matching on one end. Yeah, that's probably the right end because it's all tilted. So Sergey is gonna run out of
just
steam.
gives out for him as the clock hits just under 100 seconds now. So Sergey's gonna take the first of his retries here and try and complete the climbing plate to plexiglass obstacle yet again.
Yeah, that's tough. You see, the double-edged sword with the retry system is if you fall at the end of an obstacle, just like what Sergey just did, it's gonna be really tough to get back there because you have to basically do the obstacle twice.
Alrighty. Here we go. 1 minute 35 now as Sergey's going to have to make everything work here. Utilize whatever strength he might have left to get through this course. You can see the Arcane, he's slowing down a bit. I think the energy might be catching up to him, but he's taking a massive skip there, conserving his momentum. Sergey coming back now. This could be a redemption for him.
Ooh!
He just needs to reach out to that truss. He's got either side of the bridge and he's through it.
Oh, did you see the look on his face? He was really close to disaster there. And Sergey in a downward spiral of some kind. Come on, get that
look at that! You can see the fingertips. He lets go. He needs to try again on that. Pushing off the start platform. He's trying his best to get back up. But the bungee is not wanting to work for him. No! He drops down. The grip gives out. He just needs to do that again. You can see when he first went through on the bungee, on the first grab, on when it first went back up after the dip, it looked like he wanted to go for it, but he just couldn't.
I'm also suggesting that I feel like he could have reset. I feel like when you start getting kind of low to the floor and there's not really much you can do, I mean, surely you can reset. No!
That's it. Yeah, his grip has gone. Sergey put in everything he had there. Very well done to him.
Oh,
man.
Super,
super close, man.
Yeah, he fought hard on that obstacle. He tried to static it, which I think can work. We've seen it work before on similar obstacles, but you have to have crazy grip and wrist and arm and everything strength.
Here we go. We can see here. You got really good redemption there on the climbing plate to plexiglass, but then the elastic ring is what gave him troubles. His fingertips almost grabbed hold of the pain right there, but then he dropped down sadly after he used up all of his energy that he had right there. But Sergey is going to be put on the board right now, and we're going to be moving on to our next competitor who can definitely be a clear, Alexandre Kaleka.
Yeah, I feel like there's something that we didn't really see from him on the placement course. I mean, both of us know he's really something special.
It's going to be a very fun time out here.
Let's see, maybe this is the run of redemption he's been looking for. Big, powerful backswing and doing a kind of follow-through move out of the gate. This is what we've been wanting to see. He's got to start out strong to keep up the pace. Oh, wow. Skip the platform.
Alexandre made it to the final stage of the European Ninja Challenge this year as well in January. I went out to that competition. He made it all the way to a 26-meter rope climb outside of the building, and he absolutely crushed it. So Alexander definitely knows how to utilize his upper body to its maximum potential here. And I think the first test of that might be on the elastic ring, and he's got it effortlessly. Look at that. Very fast out of Alexandre so far.
Yeah, really pushing the pace. Alexandre, we're going to see more on ropes right here, but also as the final obstacle. He beasted through those ropes. And these
Now
holds.
then, here he goes, coming into the grip cylinder swing. He'll absolutely be fine with this. He is swinging quite a bit, but Alexandre has been doing Ninja for a while. He knows how to control stuff. Like, look at that. His wrist was on the other side of him. It was twisted, essentially. And with 2 minutes 50, he's now coming through onto the shock trapeze. How's he going to fare? He's a very powerful guy, but you could see him looking at his fingers. He might have torn something, possibly. So we're going to see how he can fare here. Coming into the oh, hello. Okay, nice. Conserving his energy going down there.
No!
Oh, no, another whiff. Yeah, you can see he's looking at his finger right now. I don't know if it's a rip or a muscle issue that's going on. He really needs to lock it in, though. 2 minutes 30 now as Alexandre is coming in with his retry. He can feel it. But I've seen this happen to a couple of French competitors before. This could up their passion, if anything. And make them lock in a bit more.
He's got a lot more to go, and this is the worst obstacle you could have a rip on, really.
Here he goes now. Gonna try and lock himself in here. One backswing is probably all he needs to get through. He's got it with a linking motion as well. Alexandre gets to the truss. Very good there with the turnaround, but now he has more to go. On hang the trapeze, he's swinging through, gets the backswing, leads it on.
Yeah.
He's coming through now.
Even with that mess up on the shock trapeze, he's still got 2 minutes. So time, not a worry for Alexandre. If he can push the pace here, get to the end, it's going to be a really tough run to beat.
You can see he's trying to shake out his right hand as much as he can. He's taken the bar off of the cradle to maybe skip something. He's very experienced with flying bars, so I'm not too sure what he's going to try and do here. He's looking at it diagonally.
No. Oh, that's...
Whoa! Alexandre Kaleka! That's funny. What? He literally utilized like a batarang technique. He used both ends of the bar to just hook the middle onto a cradle, and it worked for him. Straight through the jump stabilized bar, and now the double ropes. Alexandre is going to be up to the bell with a rip, and with battered and bruised hands, he's trying to J-hook.
He doesn't have room. He doesn't have room.
Come on, 1 minute left for Alexandre.
He's
He
got
hits
it.
the bell. Alexandre has hit the buzzer at Premier Series. There we go.
Yeah, barely gave us any room to talk. We were stepping on each other, pure pandemonium in the venue. Alexandre, you know, I was looking at how he was approaching that flying bar, and I was considering, was he really going to do that? Was he really going to do that? And he did that. And hopefully will give his skin on his palm some time to rest. I mean, that is the final course, so he's done all he could.
Absolutely incredible stuff from Alexandre, that even with a tear on his hands from that trapeze, he was able to redeem himself and get onto that throwback move and move along through that beta break. He was looking at the flying bar set diagonally, and I really didn't know what he was going to try and do, but then he shocked all of us here. Crazy work there. Alexandre in 2023 was able to get a clear on the challenge course at True Function, and he got it here as well, and I am so happy he made it.
Oh boy. Yeah, that was the redemption run I was hoping to see there out of Alexandre. How is our next runner going to follow that up, though?
I mean, having to follow up a run like that is definitely no easy task, but Emilian right here is going to try his best to do such a thing and utilize all of his strengths as best he can to move on through as many obstacles as he's able to do.
All right, well, decent start here. I mean, nothing to write home about. It's just easing your way into it.
Right then, here he goes now. Second obstacle, he's hooked in that ring onto the slider, and he's all well and good. Now the rolls, arguably the first true test here. A PVC pipe jump, definitely no joke.
Yep. And now Emilian building up the swing. Looks like gonna go for the 1-2 pop.
Ooh, nice. I can see he barely had it with his hands, and then he re-gripped. Now onto the second of the moon right there. Ooh, okay, pulls himself in with the truss. Lovely stuff. Now climbs up said truss to move to the left on the rock walls.
Yeah, Emilian into the dark side of the moon, I guess. Now that he's done with that. The plexiglass in his sights.
Here he goes now. 2 minute 45. Pulls himself in on this truss as well. Gonna chalk up and get ready to go. Emilian gonna set himself up for this. Getting ready.
Yeah, despite being on the coattails of that buzzer, Emilian putting up a remarkable fight here in the early parts of this course. Let's see, making his way to the dismount. Oh, it's an awkward move. He's struggling, but he's there.
There we go. Lovely from Emilian. Being chalked up and coached by Julian Silarakis on the start line as well. Love to see the camaraderie between the French competitors. It's great. But now, just over 2 minutes as he hits the halfway point of this course now. He's going to be swinging on through these ropes now. Trying his best to move on through. But he's having a bit of trouble reaching out and getting enough momentum. Grabs the rope by the very bottom. Hold on, mate.
Oh!
But that's... okay, you could see there. He tried his best to just reach out for the rope as best as he could, but he could only get to the bottom and had a hard time re-gripping it higher. So he's going to have to try and aim for a higher area of the rope and just, like, endure it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He had a super wide grip, and also the bottom of the rope is really tough to grab. It's super slick. But Emilian able to make it. Second try is, in fact, the charm for Emilian. Let's see how he handles the cones.
He's going to be climbing up this truss first off to go here, and with 1 minute and a half, he's going to be locking off to have more control here.
Oh.
But he is dangling a bit here. He's just trying to swing on through and grab that cone.
Yeah, kind of
Minute
skittish.
20 now, come on.
Kind of skittish. Oh, no.
But no, he's fallen. He's going to have to give it a second try. Nice piece from Joseph right there. Love to see it.
Yeah, photobomb.
Now, Emilian going to have to try his very best out here to chalk up and get ready to go for the rest of this course.
I don't know. He's having a lot of issues with vertical grip. As soon as it places emphasis on one hand, he's kind of in trouble. So he's got to bring it together.
That's it. His strength is completely gone, sadly, for Emilian. And that is going to be him done there, making it all the way to the grip cylinder swing. But that is going to be it for him. The strength in this course is real today.
Yeah, it's that, like, sort of flash pump, I guess. Because there's a lot of, I don't know, grip-intensive obstacles throughout just the start, and then it really hits you with the 1-2 punch, because you got to do this vertical grip throughout the ropes and the cones. It's just nothing on this course comes easy.
Indeed, so definitely a challenge on the challenge course for all of these French athletes here today. Definitely not a very forgiving course, but we're going to be seeing if Jean Keller out here is going to be able to attest to that. A part of Team France. He's getting ready to go on this course here today. He's seen how it can be done. He's seen Alexandre clear it, and he's seen where some of the other competitors have fallen, and he wants to try and channel every bit of knowledge and bit of energy that he has on this course in a positive manner so he can clear it.
Yeah, Jean was one of the athletes to make it deep into the course, actually. So, definitely has the skills to pay the bills. But can he act on those skills? That is the question.
He's getting ready to go. Jean looking very serious right here. He's going to try his best. Stands shaking out, looking up at these rings, and he's off and running, trying to get a massive kickoff here with a lot of momentum and pulling back. Yes, a lot of control here from Jean. He's coming through now. 3 minute 10, now 3 minute 45 coming through.
All right, well, second obstacle, not a problem. I think looking for a big kickoff, get a lot of swing, saves you a lot of effort. Ooh.
Nice. He kind of just led himself into it so he could get a straight on no nonsense grab on the PVC, and now he's swinging towards the second half moon here. Knocks it upward, but he's still okay, and tries to recenter his swing now. Wait, no, he has to retry it. What?
I think you like need it or something.
Maybe, I'm not too sure what happened.
Because I think that's what went wrong.
It might be, because I think the consensus could be if you use your lower body to kick the moon closer to you on its backswing naturally, then that could be out of play, but we're going to see if Jean can redo it now.
Shouldn't be an issue, I would say. Was looking pretty good on that first attempt. Then got a little technicality there. Okay, spreading the legs, making sure to not kick the moon. Would be very bad for the tides.
But he's got it this time, and he's moving along through 2:50, and he's got it. Now moving ahead into the climbing plate to plexiglass now, climbing around this truss, getting ready to climb to the left.
Okay, going one by one into the little piston, and a big swing gives them more purchase on those plexiglass boards. Here we go.
2:20 now as Jean is going to be shaking out and getting ready to go for the elastic ring and the plexiglass. And on its upswing, he reaches out with the fingertips. Very great. Now traverses over to the right side and dismounts accordingly. Now coming into the swing elastic.
Going for one rope, getting a lot of swing, slipping down though. Oh,
he's
careful.
got a low hold, but he has a lot of control. There we go. John Keller now. 100 seconds as he moves into the second half of this course. He's shaking out a lot. It's very pumpy, but Jean is really going to have to channel in everything he has in order to move on through.
All right, here we go. Yeah, this is going to be tough if he was slipping down on the ropes. However, this isn't strictly vertical for all intents and purposes. He's almost grabbing onto the eye bolt. Got to be careful. He's struggling.
Reeling
the
himself
grimace.
in 1:10. Yes, lovely stuff. Love it. Now then, Jean, he is going to be pumped after that. The material of the grip cylinders, definitely not the easiest thing to deal with, but only a minute left. He's really going to have to motor through.
Exactly that. These are some big moves. And with, 50 seconds. Didn't realize the time was sneaking up on him like that.
But the grip gives out as he tries to conserve his momentum to the downward trapeze. He almost could, he could static it and, pull back almost like a devil's swing, kind of, if you're holding onto the stationary bar with the trapeze. Swinging down on the backswing, you release it and move on through.
All right. Final retry. He's got to stay perfect. He only has one try at this big move to the throwback.
He's doing exactly what I thought he should do. Trying to gather as much momentum as he can. Only 25 seconds left, though. He peels out on the front swing. It really gave out there. And Jean Keller is down.
Yeah, fell squarely on his back. That will do it for his run. Yeah, had to take an early retry. I'm not sure what was different between the first and second try because he needed both times. But regardless, yeah, that will do it for Jean's run. Really gave it his all. Going into second place. Oh, man. Yeah. It's a technique we saw work with Alexandre, but he just had nothing left in the tank.
But that's going to put Jean in second place, currently our fastest non-finisher to any point, really. But we're going to be seeing now all of our athletes now in the top 6 on the placement course they're going to be running, starting out with Hervé Falborg.
Yeah, which he was the furthest fastest non-finisher on the placement course. Very unfortunate victim of commentator's curse. I apologize, Hervé.
Now then, Hervé coming through now, 3-minute 45 as he kicks off the board now. 41 years old, I believe he's the oldest in this division currently, coming out of the Masters division, combining into amateurs. Now he's making sure he can slide down on that ring easily. 3-minute 30 as he now comes into PVC rolls.
Getting a big launch angle. Let's see here. Looking into the PVC pipe. Gets one hand on another by the looks of it. Wow, interesting. Yeah, usually skin isn't so grippy on a PVC pipe grab like that, but nonetheless, going into the climbing plate to plexiglass.
Now then, he's taking a minute, standing up on the truss basically, trying to not relieve any energy when he doesn't really need to. And with 2 minutes 45, he's moving through with these obstacles in an okay fashion. Currently, yeah, matching on that first bridge there. Working quite well for him.
And with that, 4 obstacles down into 4th place. Given the circumstances, 5 incredibly talented finishers ahead of him. He's got to get really far here. But he is definitely behind the curve with Alexandre. But deep run, not out of the question though. He's looking very comfortable.
You can see Hervé coming through now. 2 minutes on the clock as he's moving into swing elastic here. Ooh, nice push off on both of these ropes here. Is he looking for a lachette? No, he's going to static and hold on to that bottom part, and he's all well and good. He hasn't used any retries yet either, so his retry play could be a bit different as he's coming into the last half of this course.
That's right. These cones, though, have proven to be a pretty drastic strength drainer. So let's see how he goes about it. Oh, okay. Well, he's one-arming it, so he can't be that tired.
White then. Here we go. White, right. I was looking at the white jersey. I was going to say something about it, and then I said white instead of right. Ugh. Hervé coming in now to the shock trapeze now. He's going to try and use the devil swing tactic and try and conserve momentum whilst he's holding on to both the bar and the trapeze. And he's going to try his best to move on through. He's trying to kip up high, but he's really having to push on through here. Just a minute now. Can he get over to the throwback? It's going to be a tough one to call. Ooh, he had the span to get there. Just didn't have a lot of height, I think.
Yeah, was able to get one hand on, but the second one, not really able to follow. Going to use his first retry. Now, for challenge course rules, you have to beat it on your second go. You can't use both retries on the same obstacle.
Indeed, so... You can see him now on his second attempt. He's trying his best to give it his second try here. Only 33 seconds left now on the clock as he's trying his best to get the swing needed. He's our fastest non-finisher to this point as well. But he's going to try and lachette up to the throwback, but the strength is going to be down on him. He's trying his best to get energy up, and he's down. He can't get through. Sadly, Hervé is out.
Yeah, that obstacle proving to be a serious threat, as we anticipated earlier before the challenge course even went underway. It's a tough obstacle. That lachette requires so much power, and he almost had it, but he needed a little more, and by the time he had a second try, it just wasn't enough.
Possibly, yeah. Now then, our final 5 competitors are all people who have cleared the placement course here today. They're able to move through obstacles very fast and efficient. And we're going to be starting out with our slowest finisher, but still very, very strong. We have Samuel Vossier coming through, age 20.
Yeah, definitely excited to see how these finishers handle it. They know how to do it, definitely. Getting a placement course buzzer, no easy task. Sam, oh, Okay.
Nice release on his right hand there, and we can see he's trying to move through and reel in. Nice. 3 minutes 45. As he hooks in that ring and slides down the zipper in a nice fashion. And now he's able to move on to the PVC rolls right here as he reaches out for that first moon and starts swinging.
Okay. So far, so good out of Sam. Gets a big, powerful move there. Almost a feeling of weightlessness. Onto the second moon.
Nice, he's got it. And Samuel, oop, not out of the woods yet. He needs to dismount properly, and he's got it. Now then, he's going to climb up this truss and get onto the climbing plate to plexiglass.
And starting at the right-hand side and going leftward. Nice mobility with the shoulders. Samuel. Gonna treat it like a cliffhanger, as many of our athletes have, into the elastic ring to plexiglass. This is such a unique obstacle, I feel like.
Yeah, the directions are all over the place. You have to go down and then up based on the physics of the bungee, and it messes with your movement a bit. But regardless, Samuel's making it through effortlessly. No retries as of yet. And 2 minutes, 22 seconds is utilizing one rope to swing back and forth. And then reach out and pull back and dismount accordingly. Very nice. And now 2 minutes 15 as he comes into the grip cylinder swing.
Yeah, grip cylinder swing, the cones, whatever you want to call them. Part of the 1-2 punch, I would say, with the ropes as well. So he's not really out of the woods yet. His grip's still being put to the test. He's matching on those cones. I don't know if that's a sign of struggle, or maybe he's just trying to conserve his grip where applicable.
Right, 1 minute 40. He's got 100 seconds to move on through to the rest of this course now. And he's going to utilize a bit of devil swing technique. And as he tries his best to get through, he's got a lot of momentum. And Samuel just whiffs the throwback. Oh, nearly had it there. Almost.
Oh, man. Maybe Alexandre was just like I don't know. We got like a false sense of security there with that obstacle. Or something. I don't know what to call it. Gonna have to do it again. Does Sam have it?
He's trying his best to gear up some swing here. 1 minute 10 now as he's building it up. Gotta try and get it, and he's fine! Samuel Vossier comes through and gets the grab on the throwback. As he now moves on to the second grab. Yes, he's got it. Onto that flywheel. He's now gonna move on through to hang the trapeze. He's the fastest non-finisher to this point, but he still has more obstacles to get through with 45 seconds left.
Alright, well these holds, you can really wrap your fingers around, contrary to how there's a little lip there. I'm sure that'll be in the elites, but whatever. Sam, a little far, down to 30 seconds. Come on, get out of there, Sam. He's digging deep.
You can see 20 seconds trying to gather momentum. He's a bit exhausted, but he's going to try and dismount. And he's not going to get it. He's a bit too short of the time there. So he's going to try and give it a second try with the 16 seconds he's got.
Oh, man, are you serious? That's rough. And, oh, I think he's going to call it there.
Seemingly, yeah, that's going to be it for Samuel, sadly. Still a very incredible run from our boy there. He did very well. Did everything he could. But just ran out of strength nearing the end.
And you know, it could very well be enough to qualify. You never know. He got decently far into the course, but, you know, he's still in a little bit of danger. The danger zone, I guess you could say. So we'll see how the next athletes perform. And maybe, just maybe, Samuel will have the performance necessary to qualify.
It's definitely possible for everyone here. We only have 4 more athletes, so Sam technically on the bubble right there, but he tried his best to get through, and it's definitely possible we could see a shift in results, starting with the first of our final 4. We've got Darren Faubourg right here.
Yeah, Darren, it's about that time where we can start writing off some slots for the Premier Series finals. So it's either going to be Darren or Alexandre. Who's it going to be? I guess we'll find out in about 4 minutes.
Precisely so. Only time will tell. Darren Faubourg is going to be coming along through now, representing Team France out here. He's getting ready to go, familiar with how these ninja competitions work. France, a huge community. Darren, definitely a large part of it, age 15. And he's swinging through very well here.
Swinging all wild and crazy. But somehow, miraculously brings it back in due time as well. I mean, way to recover it. Now, Darren, again, one of our finishers on the placement course, so has the potential to get far. But on the other hand, this is a marathon of a course, an absolute endurance test.
Here we go now. Darren moving along through to the climbing plate to plexiglass. He's going to be shifting his weight around the truss as 3 minutes 10 hit the clock. One hand at a time moving through here. Darren pulling back. Nice control. He's got a lot of trust in his upper body, and he's able to utilize it to the best of his abilities here. And with just under 3 minutes, he's moving into the elastic ring and plexiglass.
Yeah, again, to second the thought that this is kind of unique, we don't see bungee cords often in Ninja. Unique for sure. Oh,
no! He just lost it! The position of his body just scuffed him right there as he tried the dismount. I was going to say, this dismount, an overlooked area. We haven't really seen anyone struggle with it, though. But we're seeing Darren have a bit of trouble now.
Oh, come on, Darren. Second try, better be the charm. A nice little lâché. Ooh, very smooth. Yeah, he's sick of this obstacle already. He wants to be over and done with it. And to be honest, after that mishap, I don't blame him.
And he's got it this time, though. 2 minute 20. As he is now going to be shifting onto the ropes. Nice stuff right there. He's still got 1 retry left if needed. And Darren is going to try popping up through here. The grip cylinder swing.
Alright, yeah, I like how smooth he's moving. Considering what happened there on the elastic ring, he understands the assignment that he's been given. He's got to stay smooth through this.
You can see here 105 seconds remain for Darren right now. This throwback move is getting a bit more feasible every run we see. And we can see here he's got a lot of momentum as he comes along through. 1 minute 30 now.
This ought to be it. Darren is almost!
He didn't put his hips higher and further enough, it looks like. And his back was like up straight, so he couldn't particularly dive forward for it. So it was really weird to try and properly do stuff. It was really difficult to try and grasp it for Darren.
I don't know. He had his hands over it. I think maybe it was a matter of commitment as well.
Here we go now. He's going to try and gather momentum the best he can again. This is his final opportunity to do so. And with 1 minute 10, as he's moving along, gets the hips up and gets the one-handed save from Darren Faubourg. Whoa! And then he's going to try and get this second lâché here to the flywheel. And he loses it now!
Oh, man, that hurts. Darren, he almost had it.
That was unfortunate there. After that one-handed save as well on the throwback, that would have been sick as a redemption story. Oh, my.
Oh, man. The big jolts on his arms. It finally caught up to him on the flywheels. but that would be undermining the performance he put up. Oh, man, that's gutting.
It really is. Look at this again. He nearly had it on the first try, and then the second try came around. He got it with his left hand. Oh, man. And then he got it, but just knowing what comes next, he just couldn't get it, sadly.
Oh, man, that's brutal. But what that means is that Alexandre is going to the Premier Series finals with 3 more athletes to boot. So he's safe. Let's see if anyone can join him or if he will stand alone as a finisher.
3 more athletes remain. The first of the Maurices is up first, though. The older one, Laurent Maurice, coming out here, brother of Vincent, who's going to be running in 2 runs. Laurent has competed 3 times throughout this season, coming out of Nantes, age 19. He's quickly matching throughout. He knows how to move. Trains out of District 44 as well. Laurent coming through now with a problem. 3-minute 45.
Yeah, nice little kickoff.
Oh, he tried to static a PVC, which doesn't particularly work the best, but he grabs it formally this time.
You know, I like the hustle here out of Laurent. Aware of the stakes at play. And if he can execute, then a qualifying spot definitely within reason.
Right, 3 minutes and a quarter now, as he takes a nice little backwards grab as he turns himself around on both the unstable bridges there. And now he's coming through to the elastic ring and plexiglass. Just the upswing and he's fine. And then edges closer to the corner and he's through it. He's almost the fastest up to this point as well, through the halfway point with only a minute gone.
Yeah, definitely on pace to snatch second. As a reminder, given where he is in the run order, he has to beat Samuel's time to the, through the shock trapeze. So it all comes down to this. Can he get this on his first go? He's got plenty of time to pull ahead of Sam here.
You can see here Laurent going to be taking some large backswings here as he gets ready to move. Takes a large swing. He knows this is a difficult move for a lot of the guys here, but not for Laurent.
Yeah, that was a perfect release. And skips that flywheel.
Hey, lovely stuff there, utilizing the truss, just diving towards it. Lovely stuff from Laurent. And now he's going to be coming in to hang the trapeze as he takes his way through these holds.
Yeah, this was where Sam fell earlier. But going straight for the trapeze, the dismount. He's got plenty of energy in the tank, kicking out strongly for the dismount!
Oh, the grip has been fine! He didn't need it. He's had a lot of momentum anyway, so he can just move on through.
Oh,
Is Laurent going to go intended? He's going to go the intended route on the flying bar. And the grip gave out there, though. He's going forward grip on both hands, which is interesting.
Yeah, I'm not sure I like that. It does give a little more maneuverability, but that doesn't matter if you're going to peel out. I think he should try to jump the gun here, do the Alexandre technique. He's not going to do it. Going for the forward grip.
Nice.
Oh,
okay,
no.
Now he's going to
mixed.
try his best to swing on through to that ring. And he's chilling. Needs a bit of a backswing, and Laurent is fine. But now a minute 12 as he's now going to take a backswing on that pole and this ring as well. This is very reminiscent of an obstacle in the placement course of Rock City Ninjas qualifier. But now Laurent is going to chalk up, and he has a minute left for this rope climb.
Yeah, he could have this. Can maybe take a little bit off the arms. Laurent is guaranteed a slot in the Premier Series finals, but a buzzer would be the ultimate cherry on top. Going for the J-hook here, crossing over
to the second rope. He's having a bit of trouble aligning himself, but he drops down. He's going to have to take another chalk bit as the ropes are straightened out and ready to go for again.
Yeah, I guess once his feet leave the floor, cannot touch down, or it will cost him a retry. So this is it. All or nothing. Laurent. Hops up once
30
more.
seconds now as he's climbing up.
The margins are so tight here on the crossover. Gotta hook the legs on. Going as high as he can with the legs,
He's
but it's
dropped
not
down.
enough!
Lawrence is gone, sadly. That's going to be it for him. Made it all the way to the final obstacle, and that's going to be sadly over. But he has also qualified for Motus. He's our fastest non-finisher so far, and with 2 runs left, he's guaranteed at least 4.
Yeah, not a bad showing at all. We'll see if his brother Vincent can join him in just about 2 runs' time. Incredible stuff here from Laurent, though. One of the few to make that grab. He made it look so easy, but it was clear that the obstacles were starting to add up. He nearly missed that dismount, but miraculously spilled onto the platform. And from here, he was running low on energy. He had to carry it out to the very end, but these ropes are just a tough gap to bridge.
Indeed, they are definitely a problem near the end of the course. But Laurent made it there with a lot of time. So that means he's in 2nd place, which is awesome. And with 2 more runners left, guaranteed 4th. He's moving on to Motus. Our next competitor could be quite telling for how the podium is going to look. Matisse Sotokasa is going to be next up, coming out of Urban Corp. Age 15, he has competed 4 times throughout this season, and he's raring to go. He put on a clinic on the placement course earlier. He's representing a shirt from this year's Worlds, and I'm excited to see how he can do on Premier Series course.
Yeah, only a few seconds behind Vincent, so we may see a run of that caliber on the challenge course. A little stumble.
All right. 3 minutes 45 as he carries in a lot of momentum from jumping off to that first moon. Grabs the PVC without a problem in 3 minutes 35. Lovely stuff. Ooh, a bit of an unorthodox dismount there, but he's climbing around the truss and he's able to carry on through without a problem.
To the piston and climbing up to that unstable board. Matisse is on that platform, the bungee ring, almost like a kite surfer kind of move.
Ooh, yeah, you make a good point, actually. As Matisse takes a nice little backswing there and comes along through, not a problem. 3 minutes now as he's taking a large backswing on 1 rope and swings on through. Lovely.
I reckon that if he beats the shock trapeze at this pace, he'll be guaranteed. Oh no, but his feet hit the
Oh,
ground!
foot tap, sadly, is going to be it. So now he's going to give it another try.
Okay, this is going to be tough for Matisse, because I feel like when you're going down a speed course, well, this isn't really a speed course, but if you treat a course like a speed course and you make a slip up like that, it can completely throw off your groove.
You can see he's a bit more locked off now. He's taking extra care of his feet, putting his legs up, which is good. And now 2 minutes 35.
Yeah, that's the difference when you really have to think about it. Matisse taking a moment to rest. He has about, what, a minute 30 to make it through the shock trapeze in time. I mean, he can also beat obstacle 9, and that would do it.
Look at how much momentum he's got, though, Ken. Look at this. Only a couple swings, and he's got the throwback grab in spades here. And one dismount to the truss. We love to see it from Matisse.
Easy peasy. Matisse is into the Premier Series finals. Looking out for a big skip to the trapeze. Hopefully can get this move a little smoother than Laurent had it.
And he's through it. Lovely. Looks like he barely even needed that grasp. But now he's on the flying bar. How's he going to fare? Is he going to go for the skip, or is he going to go for the intended way? Regardless, he's going to chalk up. He looked diagonal. He's ejected the bar. He's looking diagonal. I think we're going to see the Alexandre special here, Kane.
Yeah, going to try to jump the gun here, Matisse. He's bracing himself for impact. Breathing in, out, in, out.
Oh,
No!
the tech just wasn't there for him, sadly, Matisse. Gonna have to give it a second go.
Oh, yeah. You know, I I didn't even think about that. You got to keep the bar centered, and now he only has one more try on this obstacle. He misses!
He's down! Matisse couldn't get the flying bar. He's rightfully a bit upset about it, but still, Matisse has made it through to the Premier Series finals, guaranteed 4th at least. Super well done to Matisse there.
All right. Yeah, that was a great run. Just the way he was moving on the shock trapeze, unparalleled. And it looks like he's going to try to finish out the course in spirit. And wow, doing it with just arms. What? He just had that on lock.
Crazy work.
I see you, Matisse.
All right then, and with that, Kane, we have one more runner left of the amateur male division. It's Vincent Maurice, a two-timed qualifier winner. He won the teens qualifier at True Function in 2023 and the amateur qualifier at True Function last year, and he's hoping to get a first place here for Vincent Maurice.
Yeah, could you imagine if Vincent gets a first place 3 seasons in a row?
That'll be a sight to behold, and I'll be very happy about what I'd be seeing.
Let's see. Sizing up the very start. The start, the most important part. I'm a poet and I didn't know it. Vincent Maurice.
Ooh, the explosive quick match already out of Vincent is really nice to see. We've got 3 minutes 50 as he's coming along through the slider. Not a problem. And now the PVC rolls here. He's got to really channel it in.
Obtains some leverage on that PVC. And straight up to the top of that moon. Neck and neck with Alexandre's pace. Maybe give or take. Ooh. Yeah, it's going to be tough to catch. Would love to be our second finisher. Oh.
Nice grab. Ooh, you could see him using it like an unstable bridge there and kind of popping through. And that saved him a lot of time. Vincent on the upbring of the bungee. Nice. Good stuff. Now he's coming in to the ropes, and he's through that as well. And now the grip cylinder swing is up next for Vincent Maurice. And he's popping through it. Oh, no!
Oh!
What happened there?
Rare misstep out of Vincent. I was about to say he's barely been spending any time on these obstacles. Oh. Oh, I think you have to start on the other side.
Right, I see. That makes a lot of sense, actually. So now Vincent shouldn't have a problem in theory when he comes on through to this truss and moves along through. You can see he's locking off. Doesn't want to take any chances here, and he's through it. Right, okay, this is his bread and butter. You can see Vincent on his Instagram, super powerful when it comes to massive laches and big sends and everything like that. So he should be able to get through this. I'm expecting possibly a big lache downward to the trapeze with both hands. Yeah, there we go.
Oh,
maybe only one backswing needed as he propels upward. Yes.
Okay, one more swing ought to do it. He's probably going to skip that flywheel. He will.
As he does. Very Vincent-esque right now.
Still neck and neck as he approaches these grips here.
Skips a lot of them as he's just going to utilize the trapeze now and straighten out his swing and get ready to go for the grab on the rod, and he's okay with it. Okay, 1 minute 50 now. He's not the fastest up to this point, so if he wants that first place, he's going to have to shift on through. But is he going to go for the standard flying bar or the skip? He's very well versed in flying bars, so I would assume it's going through here, which he does.
Yeah.
Ooh! And straight to the ring! Vincent Maurice coming through. Not a problem there for him. Penultimate obstacle now, the jump stabilized bar. This should be a no-brainer for him. Vincent popping on up here as he reels himself in, and now the rope climbs. He completed a 26-meter rope climb at the European Ninja Challenge in January, and he's going to shake out and get ready for it after 11 daunting obstacles. How's he going to fare? He's got to be careful with the tape and how to differentiate these ropes.
Oh, come on, Vincent.
Trying his
dig
best
deep
to use
here.
everything that he's got. Come on, Vincent. 1 minute left.
Oh, the time's ticking away. He's not going to get the fastest time, but he can still finish.
He's going to give it a second try, though. Okay, Vincent. Okay. It's a very telling moment right here. Vincent Maurice is able to get second. He's going to try and get that buzzer, though.
Well, he's locked into second regardless of what happens now.
Yeah, true. But Vincent, you can see he's pumped. He's trying to get blood flow into his fingers and forearms. He has a lot to offer, so come on, mate, you've got it.
Yeah, he might as well just wait it out, honestly, because he's locked into second, but he's going to go for it now. Oh.
He's taking a bit of time to reach over to that second rope.
Oh, no.
Oh, he doesn't know where to J-hook. He's going for the second rope there, but hold on, Vincent. He's really got to try and pull it through.
No, he drops!
Vincent Maurice went all the way through there. He tried his best, but sadly, he's going to go down.
And
Great
just
stuff
like
there
that.
from our boy Maurice, though.
Yeah, that was crazy. He really fought through that. That skip on the flying bar was just incredible. He really showed us what he was made of. He kicked that wing nut, actually. It's kind of funny. But that final obstacle proving to be trouble for all that made it there, except for one. An athlete that had a lot of trouble in the placement course. Alexandre bringing it home with the first place, the only buzzer in the challenge course.
Crazy work there from everything. Again, it could go either way. We've got both of the so let's have a look at the leaderboard and what we have here. Alexandre Kaleka put on an absolute clinic out here, getting the only clear of the day so far in the amateur division. Lovely stuff. And then Vincent Maurice right behind him, along with Laurent. Both of the Maurices making it to the rope climb, but sadly running out of gas. And then we had Matisse getting all the way to the flying bar as well. And that is going to be your qualifying list for the Motus Finals. Crazy work out of all of them. Alexandre, Vincent, Laurent, and Matisse all absolutely cooking on that French challenge course, as well as Clara Comtet, that was also on the the amateur female running leaderboard, which was great to see. Did extremely well, did Clara, getting all the way over to the throwback. And that, Kane, has been the amateur division.
Yeah, that was crazy. We really saw everything go to the wall. It was just an insane bit of competition. Just as a reminder, we have one more division left to go. It's the Elite Division, which we will be starting very, very shortly. So stay tuned for that. But until then, I have been Kane Malden, joined by Billy Dixon. This has been the Premier Series Qualifiers Amateur Division at Warrior Adventure in Leon. Goodbye.
Exactly so. See you guys very shortly for the Elites.